In the name of Jesus our Lord, through the divine intercession of our Holy Mother, Mama Mary. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Please be seated. We'd like to recognize, of course, the Deputy Mayor by Shirel Uy Anino, Deputy Mayor Dato Pamikiren Latip Arumpak Jr., and Father Emmanuel Bong Gonzaga. Daghang salamat. May hapon kaninyong tanan. It's indeed a very great afternoon. Once again, welcome to the oath-taking ceremonies of the newly elected Davao City Mayor, Vice Mayor, Congress representatives, and members of the City Council. Thank you for joining us today and for being a part of our city's history. To start, let us hear a welcome message from the Sangguniang Panglungsod Secretary, Ms. Charito Santos.
Vice President-elect Sara Z. Duterte, City Mayor-elect Sebastian Z. Duterte, Vice Mayor-elect J. Melchor B. Kitain Jr., Congressman Vincent J. Garcia of the 2nd Congressional District, Councilor Isidro T. Ungab of the 3rd Congressional District, Congressman Isidro T. Ungab of the 3rd Congressional District, Congressman Sandro Gonzales of Marino Party List, members of the 20th City Council, distinguished guests, members of the media, fellow employees, good afternoon. It is with great honor and privilege that I welcome you all to this August Hall of the Sangguniang Panlungsod on this momentous occasion to witness the oath-taking ceremony of the newly elected local government officials of the City of Davao, as well as the members of the House of Representatives. May this day be a start of a new beginning for Davao City as we take pride of the new journey of our City Mayor, now Vice President-elect Sara Z. Duterte, and usher in the new set of officers for the City of Davao. We are confident that the same dedication, commitment, and service given by the previous officers and members of the City Council and the House of Representatives will be equaled, if not surpassed, by the incoming officials of the City of Davao. We assure you of our wholehearted support, dedication, and hard work as you steer Davao City to its continued growth and progress. On behalf of the 125 administrative staff of the Sangguniang Panlungsod of Davao City, I welcome you all to this afternoon's oath-taking ceremony. Maayong hapon usab sa inyong tanan.
Daghang salamat, Ma'am Charito. We will now begin the oath-taking ceremonies, and we will start with the newly elected officials from the 3rd Congressional District of Davao City. So may I call on Judge Emmanuel Claudio Carpio to administer the oath of the newly elected councilors of the 3rd Congressional District in Davao City. Since we have limited space, we'll be doing this by batches. So as I call your name, the first batch of the 3rd District councilors and their family members, please come forward. The Honorable Alberto T. Ungab, the Honorable Wilberto E. Alag, and the Honorable Tricia Ann J. Villafuerte. Can I invite the families of the aforementioned, the councilors who have been called for the first batch to join them on stage, please. Daghang salamat.
Good afternoon. We earlier requested from the health authorities that we will be allowed to remove our masks so that we can clearly hear the oath of office of the local officials of Davao City. So we can now proceed with the oath of office. Please raise your right hand and follow me. I,
Alberto Tingab,
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of
Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of City Councilor,
of Davao City,
hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Daghang salamat. In our second batch, we'd like to call in the following, together with their families: the Honorable Mirna G. Dalodo Ortiz, the Honorable Bayhundra Cassandra Dominic N. Advincula, and the Honorable Jesus Joseph P. Sozobrado III. And we would like to request the families to join them on stage, and our ushers will guide you where to pass. Thank you.
You may momentarily remove your face mask. Okay, please follow me. I, your name,
Mirna
Bayhundra Cassandra Dominic Advincula,
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of
Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of
City Council,
hereby solemnly swear
of Davao City,
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated
by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
That I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And congratulations to our councilors. And to complete the 8 councilors of the 3rd District, I'd like to call in our 3rd batch, together with their family members, the Honorable Conrado C. Baluran and the Honorable Lorenzo Benjamin D. Villafuerte.
Okay, please raise your right hand and follow me. I, of the- please repeat your name. Of Davao City,
Of Davao City,
having been duly elected to the position of
having been duly elected to the position of City Councilor of Davao City,
the 3rd District,
hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion,
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations po.
Thank you and congratulations to our 3rd District Councilors. Judge Carpio, please remain to administer the oath of the incoming 3rd District Representative, Congressman the Honorable Isidro T. Ungab. May I invite Congressman Ungab and his family to please join us on stage. Maraming salamat.
My longtime friend, Congressman Sid Ungab, please raise your right hand. Follow me. I,
Isidro T. Ungab,
of Davao City,
of Davao City,
having been duly elected to the position of
having been duly elected to the position of
Councilor,
Congressman, 3rd District, Davao City,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true allegiance and faith to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey all laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and that I impose upon this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Congressman Ungap, and we will now hear the message of our congressman from the 3rd District. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Isidro T. Ungap.
Maayong hapon sa tanan. Words cannot capture my happiness today, for I am not only taking my oath of office, but also celebrating my marriage vows, my wedding anniversary with my wife, Cecil, of so many years. Happy wedding anniversary, my love. With these two joyous events coinciding today, I ask everyone to join me in my celebration and in giving thanks to Almighty God for sustaining me in my career as a public servant for 21 years and for always blessing my family and my very supportive constituents of the 3rd District of Davao City. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan. In this occasion, please allow me to express my gratitude to several important people who helped me in my years of public service. Foremost, I wish to thank our dear President, Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, for giving me the break to become a legislator and a good public servant. I also wish to thank Mayor and Vice President Sara Duterte for the confidence and support she has given me through all these years. Also, my special thanks to Kong Paulo Duterte, Congressman Vince Garcia, and my party list colleagues, Congressman Sandro Gonzales. Let me also wish the best of luck and good tidings to incoming Mayor Sebastian Duterte, incoming Vice Mayor Jay Kitain, and all the incoming city councilors of the city of Davao. May the Lord Almighty God guide you and bless you as you assume the positions of leadership and take responsibility over our beloved city. Let me also give my special thanks to my good friend, Judge Manny Carpio, for inducting me today in my re-election to the House of Representatives. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I have already presented my platform and legislative agenda during the last campaign. And today, as I took my oath of office before God and country, I vow that I will work the hardest to make all necessary services available and accessible to my constituents in the 3rd District of Davao City. I know that everyone here is aware of the world economic crisis and food shortages, with dark clouds looming both in the national and international scenes. Expect that I will be at the forefront of this struggle, using every talent and experience that I have to help my country as a legislator. and by the grace of God, to contribute in overcoming the economic and financial whirlwinds that creep our country today. And as we start to perform our duties, I urge everyone to unite, not only the Davaoenos, but all Filipinos listening at this moment, and give their wholehearted support to the incoming administration of President-elect Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and our VP-elect Sara Duterte, and to all your public servants, for it is better to face the difficult times ahead together and united. Once again, my endless thanks to everyone for all the help and support you have given me as your representative in the 3rd District. But for now, I will be asking your kind indulgence for me to be excused and be allowed to leave earlier, since my wife and I will still be celebrating our wedding anniversary. And I also have to catch my flight to Manila this afternoon because I have an urgent appointment tomorrow early morning at the House of Representatives. Thank you so much for your kind understanding. Again, I want to greet everyone here a pleasant good afternoon. Daghan salamat kaninyong tanan. God bless Davao City, God bless the Philippines, and may God hear our prayers.
Thank you very much, Congressman Ungab. Indeed, love prevails over politics at this day. Congratulations to your wedding vow anniversary. We will now proceed to the oath-taking ceremony of the newly elected councilors of the 2nd Congressional District of Davao City. So may I call again Judge Emmanuel Claudio Carpio to administer the oath. Thank you, sir. And requesting our first batch of 2nd District councilors, together with their families, to please come forward as I mention your name. First batch, the Honorable Richlin Hustol Bagilon, the Honorable Augusto Javier G. Campos III, the Honorable Louis John J. Bongguyan.
Okay, please raise your right hand and follow me. Oath of office. I,
Louis John Bongguyan,
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of, state your position,
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of City Councilor, 2nd District,
hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well
that
and faithfully
discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to the first batch of the 2nd District Councilors together with their families. Now proceeding to our second batch of councilors and their families. The Honorable Dante L. Apostol, the Honorable Diosdado Angelo Reyes Mahipos Jr., and the Honorable Jonard C. Dayap.
Oath of office, please raise your right hand and follow me. I state your name.
I, Diosdado Mahipos Jr.
Of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of
Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of City Councilor of 2nd District,
hereby solemnly swear that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And now for our third batch, together with their families, I'd like to request the Honorable Marisa Salvador Abella and the Honorable Al Ryan S. Alejandre.
Okay, oath of office, please raise your right hand and follow me. I state your name.
I,
I, Marisa
Ryan
Abella,
Of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of
of Davao City, having been duly elected
to the position of City Councilor of Davao City,
hereby
City
solemnly
Councilor,
swear
do
hereby
hereby
solemnly
solemnly
swear
swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and
The
of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations to our 2nd District Councilors. Judge Carpio, please remain to administer the oath of the incoming 2nd District Representative, Congressman Vincent J. Garcia. So may I invite Congressman Garcia, together with his family, to join us on stage.
Okay, oath of office, please raise your right hand and follow me. I state your
I,
name.
Vincent J. Garcia,
Of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of Congressman,
hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true allegiance and faith to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. We will now hear the message of Congressman Vincent J. Garcia.
Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon, our incoming Vice President, Mayor Sara. Good morning. Good afternoon, Ma'am Mrs. Beth Duterte. Good afternoon to our incoming Mayor, Baste Duterte. Good afternoon as well to the members of the First Family. Good afternoon to my colleague, Congressman Sandro Gonzales. Good afternoon to our incoming Vice Mayor, Vice Mayor Jay Kitain. Good afternoon to all the incoming members of the 20th Council from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Districts. Good afternoon as well to Judge Carpio. Good afternoon to all the members of the Diplomatic Corps who are present. And good afternoon as well to all guests who are here to witness the event. No? At the outset, let me express my deepest gratitude to the Duterte family for the support that was given to me this past election. No? For all of the times that I ran, and most of the time, including all the times that my sister ran, and as well as my late father, we have always been together. So I'm very much grateful for the support. For the support that was given to me in the last election when I was adopted as the HNP candidate. I'm very much thankful as well to the President. He went out of his way to give me his endorsement during the last campaign. I would like to congratulate as well all the winning candidates for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd districts. And as we start our new terms, I wish to ask the Almighty to guide us to always bear in mind the best interest of our constituents throughout the city. I would also like to extend my appreciation to all the help that was extended to me by at least most of the barangay captains and most of the barangay kagawats in the entire 2nd district. I'm also thankful for the support by the HNP party during the campaign when at least twice a week the HNP organized rallies for everyone to attend. My family is also here. I think this is the first time that my siblings are here to attend my oath-taking. In the past, it just seemed like no one was all that eager to attend. No? But now that Habe is also a member of the council, so four of my siblings are here today. No? Back in 2010, when my term ended, I remember my father telling everyone, all of my siblings, "Oh, muwi kayo lahat sa Davao because si Milan is going to take her oath after Milan had won." Then I remembered, when it was my time, no one really attended. So I'm quite happy that my family as well is also here today. No? So, well, that is all really. Thank you again, and then good luck to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Garcia, and thank you once again to Judge Carpio. At this point, we will witness a performance from the University of Mindanao Choral. Let us give them a big round of applause. Thank you, University of Mindanao, for that performance. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the oath-taking of Marino Party List Representative Congressman Carlo Lisandro L. Gonzales. To administer his oath, please help me welcome again Judge Emmanuel Claudia Paque. So I'd like to request Congressman Gonzales, together with his family, to join us on stage.
Please raise your right hand and follow me. I state your name.
I, Sandro L. Gonzales,
Of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of your position.
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of Congressman Marino Party List,
Hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you, and congratulations to Congressman Carlo Lisandro L. Gonzales. We will now proceed to the oath-taking ceremony of the newly elected councilors of the 1st Congressional District of Davao City. Again, may I call Judge Emmanuel Carpio to administer the oath, and requesting our first batch of 1st District councilors together with their family members to please come forward as soon as I mention your name. The Honorable Edgar P. Ibuyan Jr. The Honorable Luna Maria Dominic S. Acosta. The Honorable Jessica M. Bonguya.
Oath of office. Please raise your right hand and follow me. I state your name.
I, Edgar
Jessica
P.
Buyan
Jr.
S. Acosta Manlito
Of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of
of
Davao
Davao
City,
City,
having
been
been elected to the position of City Councilor
Councilor
of
for
1st District,
District of Davao City.
hereby solemnly swear
hereby
Hereby
solemnly
solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations po.
Congratulations to the first batch of the 2nd District Councilors, rather first District Councilors. Now moving on to our second batch together with their families, the Honorable Temujin B. Ocampo, the Honorable Bernard E. Alag.
Oath of office, please raise your right hand and follow me. I state your name.
I, Bernie Alag,
Temujin B. Ocampo,
Of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of your position.
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of City Councilor,
Davao City,
hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that
I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
That I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations po.
Thank you and congratulations. And now our third batch, together with their families, the Honorable Bons Andre A. Militar and the Honorable Pilar C. Braga.
Oath of office. Please raise your right hand and follow me. I state your name.
I, Pilar Braga,
Of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of
Davao City, having been elected to the position of City Councilor of Davao City,
hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
That I will impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations po.
Thank you.
Saan mang bayan o lungsod tagumpay ng aking lipi, ang tanging inimithi at inahangad. Hangat ko'y tagumpay natin lahat. Ako'y may isang munting pangarap sa ating dakilang lupain, at sama-sama nating pagsisipan, sama-sama rin mararating ang iba't ibang galaw, isang patutunguhan, dito isang araw, isang kapuluan. Sama-sama nating abutin, pinakamat tayong nabituin, at ang aking tagumpay, tagumpay ng aking lahi, tagumpay ng aking lipi, ang tanging inimithi at inahangad. Hangat ko'y tagumpay natin lahat. Hangat ko'y tagumpay natin lahat.
Thank you to the University of Mindanao Coral. Nothing now remains but of the two highest elected positions of Davao City. We will now have the oath-taking of the incoming Davao City Vice Mayor, the Honorable Attorney J. Melchor Kitain Jr. To join us on stage together with the family. And may I request once again to administer the oath. Help me welcome again Judge Emmanuel Claudio Carpio.
Oath of office, please raise your right hand and follow me. I,
J. Melchor B. Kitain Jr.
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position
of Davao City, having been duly elected to the position of Vice Mayor,
hereby solemnly swear
that
I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Vice Mayor.
Congratulations, and ladies and gentlemen, let us hear a message from our Vice Mayor, the Honorable J. Melchor Kitain Jr.
President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Vice President Sara Z. Duterte, Mayor Sebastian Z. Duterte, Congressman of the 1st District Paulo Z. Duterte. Ma'am, sir, thank you for the trust and confidence. Congressman Vincent Garcia, Congressman Isidro Ungab, Congressman Zandro Gonzales, the members of the Diplomatic Corps, the department heads, the newly elected city councilors of Davao City and their families, all the invited guests and friends from the media, allow me to say a few things. It was a grueling 45-day campaign for all of us local candidates. We experienced frustration, emotional and physical stress, not to mention the financial challenge, all in the name of clean, honest, and orderly elections. On the other hand, campaigning is also self-fulfilling when you are motivated by that genuine desire to reach out to people and communities, not merely to sell yourself, but to experience and see firsthand what life is for the average and ordinary Filipino. And this is when you will come to realize a deeper sense of purpose. It is not just a matter of winning a seat in office, but to deliver the kind of work and service appropriate to the position as well. Running unopposed, such as myself, indeed has many advantages, but believe me, the pressure is there, the expectations, I am very sure, are great, and so the challenge is accepted. And thus, here we are now, all of us, myself, my friends and companions in the City Council, victorious, ready to make a difference, and eager to work and fulfill our campaign promises. The 20th Council is now officially constituted, and as public officials, we are now subject to the scrutiny and the watchful eye of the public, most especially social media. There will always be those who will be critical to every word, comment, or statement we make. That is perfectly fine because we live in a democratic society. That is the essence of the freedom of expression and of the press, a scalpel which relieves the abscesses of officialdom, as pointed out by the Honorable Supreme Court of the Philippines in a decided case. But there will likewise be those who cheer and encourage with their positive attitude. Positivity is what we need right now to make this government work. So we should welcome and be open to criticism, take it constructively, and use it to our advantage to better ourselves and to improve the quality of our work. My colleagues in the City Council, let us not forget that first and foremost, we are legislators, and so we will prioritize our council sessions and the quality of our output. When I say output, I mean our reports, our resolutions, and the ordinance coming out of the City Council before anything else. We owe this to our constituents and the people who voted for us. We will show them that we are indeed deserving, that their votes have not gone to waste, and we are good for the entire term of our office, not just during the campaign period. We will act as a collegiate body, work as a collegiate body, and decide as a collegiate body. We will encourage the participation of everyone in the council discussions. And so, I foresee a healthy exchange of ideas and debate, for these are the telltale signs of a working city council. I see a nod of approval from the stands. Thank you. So what happens next come July 1, 2022? For July 2022 and the next 3 years, this city council will be in full support of the plans and programs of the executive department headed by our Mayor, Sebastian Duterte. Legislative work shall be geared towards that direction to make sure that all investments and opportunities introduced in the city in the form of infrastructure, employment, those relating to health, education, and all others that will greatly benefit the Davaoenos will not be lost. We will work fast and act swiftly and not let any of these things skip and pass us by. 3 years may seem short, but to the resourceful and well-planned, there are many things that can be accomplished in such a span of time. And so we will work closely and harmoniously with the executive department to achieve one common goal, and that is to rise up from this debacle, the pandemic and current financial crisis, which has put on the sidelines the progress and development jump-started by the Duterte administration. This is in consonance with the time-honored principle in constitutional law, which is blending of powers, an often overlooked precept wherein specific branches of government work together in unison, complementing each other and sharing in the responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our plans, and this is the Council's direction. The details will be spelled out once our work has begun, for this short message is literally but a preview before everything else sets into motion. Lastly, it is an honor to be standing here in front of you now to address all the distinguished personalities inside the gallery and be publicly heard by the city of Davao. And so, I will take this opportunity to propose for the establishment of the President Rodrigo Roa Duterte Presidential Library here in the city of Davao. I'd like to recognize the arrival of the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. And so may I just repeat, mga kaigsuunan, may I just repeat, I will take this opportunity to propose for the establishment of the President Rodrigo Roa Duterte Presidential Library here in the city of Davao, and if allowed, to spearhead the same, to honor the life's work and accomplishment of a great leader and the Davaoenyo who battled the odds and became the 16th President of the Republic of the Philippines. A befitting tribute so that generations of Davaoenos will be able to research and be educated about this great city of ours, and with it, our beloved President of the Republic of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. In closing, Let me thank my fellow Davaoeños for putting your trust and confidence in me and my party mates in the hugpong sa taong lungsod and hugpong ng pagbabago. We assure you that the future of Davao City are in good hands with your current set of elected public officials. Let me also acknowledge the very important persons in my life with whom I share this very prestigious honor and privilege of being Vice Mayor. My grandparents, both have already gone ahead and no longer with us. My grandfather, the late Judge Pedro Cruz Kitain, my grandmother, Attorney Patrocinio Vega Kitain, both lawyers, the first Kitain and Vega who migrated to Davao before the war. To my parents, my father, Attorney Melchor Vega Kitain Sr., and my mother, Anita Bumpus Kitain, thank you for making sure that I get a good education and for inculcating in me, by example, to lead an honest and humble life of a public servant. My wife, Diane, the source of my strength, my inspiration, my children, Cheska and Gino, my pride and joy. They are with me right now. They are sitting in front. My friends, all that I have become and all I have yet to accomplish in life, I owe it to our Almighty God, who has guided me and kept me safe every step of the way, who has showered me with countless blessings despite my many shortcomings and weaknesses. And so, let me end this message with a quote. This is by US President Barack Obama, which I believe is very relevant to the situation of the country now. It goes, I believe deeply that we cannot solve the challenges of our time unless we solve them together. Thank you, and maayong hapon kaninyong tanan.
Thank you, Vice Mayor J. Melchor Kitain Jr. Again, I would like to welcome the presence of the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Maayong hapon. At this point, may I call on Judge Loida S. Posadas Kahulugan to administer the oath-taking of our incoming Davao City Mayor, the Honorable Sebastian Zimmerman Duterte. May I request, of course, to join our incoming Davao City Mayor on stage, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Ma'am Elizabeth Zimmerman Duterte, Bella, Yair, and Suling Duterte, Ms. Kate Labio, and Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte.
Good afternoon, Mayor-elect Sebastian Duterte. You will now take your oath as Mayor of Davao City. Please raise your right hand and follow after me. I, your name,
I, Sebastian Zimmerman Duterte,
having been duly elected to the position of
City Mayor of the City of Davao,
hereby solemnly swear that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the
duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
and the decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation, nor purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, Mayor.
Thank you.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for Mayor Sebastian Baste Zimmerman Duterte. And for everybody's information, our mayor will now proceed to another setup in City Hall, wherein he will be addressing the general public or the Davaoenos with his inaugural speech, and probably you will be witnessing here on the screen up front. Thank you.
Nang nabasa ang tanang gibantog nga kasulatan, kabugat ng atawag buwan, apan wa ihapon ko'y nakaplagan, nang nyahas na ko kato sa lawon, dito sulod sa dako nga balon. Layo-layo po akong naabot, apan wa gihapon yun kasabot. Kung nga naman di ko makaingong makalimot yun ko nimo. Kung nga naman hantod karon nang hinaut sa langit nun nga gahon, sa kanunay ko kanimo nagtahon, ang tubag na nilang yun kasayo. Ang gugma ko kanimo ay sukot, ang gugma ko kanimo ay sukot, ang gugma ko kanimo ay sukot, ang gugma ko kanimo ay sukot.
Zimmerman Duterte.
May hapon sa inyong tanan. Malipayon ko nga makita mo karong adlaw. This will be quite lengthy, but please allow me to read my speech to you. This will be straightforward. Mayang adlaw kaninyong tanan. Allow me to express my sincerest gratitude to my fellow Davaoenos for giving me the opportunity to serve and lead our beloved city. The trust and confidence you have given me will be my foundation and inspiration in the next 3 years as your city mayor. I am truly honored and humbled receiving this mandate, and I assure you this will not be taken for granted. Moving forward, let us now set aside our differences and work together as one Davao City. Everyone should participate and cooperate. No one will be left behind in our journey towards a much stronger city and much better future for our people. As city mayor, it is my duty to ensure the effective and full implementations of the laws of the city. My mandate is clear: to protect and promote the welfare of the general public. And I will do everything I can within the boundaries of the law to deliver this mandate. Trust that everything the government will do is for the good of the city and its residents. Economic recovery and poverty alleviation will be at the forefront of this administration. The city government will make sure that businesses continue to operate, job opportunities will be available, and our citizens remain safe and healthy. The local government will work closely with business sectors, both local and foreign, to explore more investment opportunities here in Davao City. To our partners from the business community, the local government is open and ready to listen to your suggestions and to work with you in enhancing the business climate in the city. Okay, Ramo? It is our goal to push for the digitalization of public transactions. The delivery of government services must be swifter and much more efficient. It is high time that we upgraded our processes on par with international standards. Let us take advantage of the latest available technology in order to keep up with the fast-changing trends in the global market. Let us ensure global competitiveness when it comes to government operations. The transacting public deserves the best public service experience. Digital transformation is not an easy task, but with your help and support, this can be achieved. The LGU shall continue to implement policies streamlining government processes. Inefficiency in local government will not be tolerated. All public servants must uphold the highest level of honesty, professionalism, and excellence in governance. Sige, palakpak mo. Red tape and fixing must end now. Help us stop these acts by reporting them to the authorities, to the city mayor's office, or to the anti-red tape authority. Davao City applauds the administration of President Rodrigo Duterte for the creation of the anti-red tape authority, Together with ARTA, the local government shall enact major reforms in government processes for the benefit of our constituents. Davao City fully supports the implementation of the Ease of Doing Business law. The LGU will continue with its modernization initiatives, especially in the agricultural sector. We need to sustain our growth in the agri-industry, being among the top drivers of the local economy. Food security is a priority. We will continue to advance the welfare of our local farmers and fisher folks by providing them with agricultural inputs and technologies to boost their production. Research and innovation will be strengthened to help address the issues confronting the agricultural sector. With the opening of the Davao City Food Terminal Complex, the city looks forward to a more efficient food delivery and management systems while meeting the food demands of the consumers. In our bid towards sustainable growth and development, we shall also ensure the continued conservation of our natural resources. The Executive Department looks forward to the full implementation of the No to Single-Use Plastics Ordinance, the Watershed Conservation Area Protection Ordinance, and other landmark legislation passed during my term as Vice Mayor. Moreover, the city government, together with other partner agencies, will continue to work for the realization of the Waste-to-Energy project. Let us continue to support this endeavor for an efficient and sustainable waste management in the city. Peace and order will remain a priority under my leadership. My challenge to the security sector is clear. Always ensure that Davaoenos can go to work, attend school, roam around the city, and go home to their families safely every day. The city's Peace 911 program shall continue to support our communities. More peace-building initiatives will be implemented to sustain the development of far-flung barangays. Basic government services, including education, healthcare, and livelihood, will be made available to them. Davao City is now insurgency-free, and it will stay that way. We will never allow it to enter and disrupt our communities again. Davaoenos take pride in the city's culture of security, which helps sustain the gains we achieved thus far as a city. Let us strengthen this further and allow our citizens to live peacefully and for businesses to thrive in our communities. Everyone will be treated fairly and equally. Nalang ko'y gusto ingnon gyud diri para klaro sa tanan. Bisan pa og kaila ta, amigo tamo o kauban ta sa gobyerno, pag-abot sa balaod, patas tang tanan. Ayaw mo to og name dropping. Mo na yung pinakadakong sakit gyud nato po diri aning kinabuhian eh. Kaya kung usa ka tawo gani, mustorya gani, mahadlok dayon mo, motuo dayon mo kay tungod nasa taas nga posisyon o na-influensya, na-power ang usa ka tawo. Ayaw mo to og name dropping unless it is the person that mo nang kaatubang gyud nimo. Ayaw mo to og name dropping. Okay? At this point, let me address those who think they are above the law and policies of the city. Magpahinumdom ko sa tanan nga maghuna-huna mobuhat og kagubot diri sa syudad. Ayaw ninyo buhata diri. I will always protect and secure our law-abiding citizens. In our bid to enhance the city's health sector, the LGU will ensure the swift construction of the 100-bed state-of-the-art Davao City Public Hospital. Nagadako gyud atong syudad, so magkadungag gyud ng mga serbisyo sa gobyerno. Labi na pag-abot sa health, housing, and other basic services that we should offer you. Meanwhile, the threat of COVID-19 is still present in our communities. The city's pandemic response and health programs, especially our vaccination drives, will continue to be strengthened. District hospitals will be upgraded and additional botika ng bayans will open in order to serve our constituents living far from the city. Hapit na ko mo man, ha? Yan na. While traffic remains a concern for any developing city, we shall work harder to improve the city's accessibility and traffic condition. Daghang matag mga ongoing karon na mga projects. Makita man ninyo natay coastal, napagitay tunjay ka nga tunnel. No. Tanaw na to. Naitulo ka tuig, suway ko ninyo. O di mo ganahan ako okay ra gina. Di ko kuan lang. Ana ra man na. The preparation for the high priority bus system is now in full swing, and the city will double its efforts for the fast completion and implementation of this project. Davaoenos will soon enjoy a modern and efficient transport system that does not only provide comfort but also spurs economic growth. Ining HPBS mao ni ang binuhat ni Mayor Inday Sara Duterte. Palakpakin ninyo ang effort sa ato ang previous mayor. We shall explore developments outside the city center, specifically towards the 2nd and 3rd districts of the city. High-impact infrastructure developments will continue, including road networks, bypass roads, and bridges. To the utility companies in the city, it is time to fast-track your developmental programs, especially in the underserved barangays. Clean water and stable electricity supply must reach every household in the city. Internet connectivity must also keep up, especially to complement our digitalization efforts moving forward. The city government of Davao is ready to work with all our partners and stakeholders for the benefit of the Davaoenos. Our goal is to provide our residents a government that is accessible, efficient, and transparent in the delivery of its services. We must be enterprising. Let us act proactively in finding solutions to the concerns and needs of our constituents. To my fellow government workers, this is our commitment to the people of Davao City. It is time to break silos and promote stronger collaboration among the components of the LGU. Let us help one another in creating a government that works for the people, protects their rights, and prioritizes their needs. So mga igsoong Davaoenyo, daghang kaayo salamat sa inyong pagsalig sa ako o sa among pamilya. Dako kay migutang kabubuton sa inyong tanan, dili tanan mahatagan og ani nga oportunidad busa, dili gyud nako ni sayangon o dili gyud nako ni kalimtan. Magtinabangay ta sa pagpadagan sa atong syudad. Andam ko na maminaw sa inyong tanan kung unsaon pagyud nato nga mapalambo ning atong dakbayan. Apan muhangyo ko nabuhaton sa ninyo ang inyong responsibilidad, isip Davaoenyo, labi na ang pagsunod sa atong balaod. Agree? Kinahanglan maningkamo tatanan, kinahanglan magsakripisyo tagamay, dili na lang para sa ato karon, kundili para sa atong mga anak ug sa umaabot na henerasyon. Ug sama sa akong gisulti kaniadto, ako si Sebastian Duterte, trabahante ko sa gobyerno, ako inyong sulugoon, dili ta mo biyaan, dili ta mo talikdan, dili ta mo pasagdan. Bago ko mahuman, magpasalamat ko sa akong amahan, sa akong igsuon, si Mayor Inday, sa akong isa ka igsuon, maguwang nakong laki, si Congressman Pulong. Salamat kaayo sa inyo nga nahimo mong inspirasyon nako, nga nako diri karon. Inspirasyon nako sa pagpanarbaho sa gobyerno. Sa kumama, salamat kaayo sa pagpadako sa kuha. May na lang, natarong ko. akong pamilya, si Kate, akong mga anak, ang akong pinakadakong inspirasyon, akong mga anak, si Bella, si Soledad, o si Yair. Akong mga amigo, friends nga nadiha sa sulod sa Sanggunian garon, salamat kay sa inyong pag-adto. Mga kauban ako sa trabaho, sa ato mga konsehal, salamat kaayo nga ako sunod una man mo sa politika pero gidawat gyapon ko ninyo nga mahimo ninyong mayor. Og most especially sa inyong mga taga Davao. Salamat kaayo. Wala ko dere og dili tungod sa inyo ha. Salamat kaayo. Og maayong hapon sa inyong tanan and God bless you all. Mabuhay ang Davao City.
Okay, daghang salamat, Mayor Sebastian Bastet, Chairman Duterte.
Kung di ka biyaan, ug pagahuktan ko ang tanan ni Panong. Bako di gyud ko mabuhi, ang kinabuhi ko kani mo lang. Whoa, whoa, kani mo lang. Whoa, whoa, kani mo. Saksi ang langit sa mga mata ko na tigod kapuyo ug ang akong dugan. Kanunay ngalan mo lang ang sapiton ug di ko magduwa-duwa og kung mahulog ka andam ko mahulog uban ug asa dadalon ining panahon. Ipanumpa ko di ka biyan ug pagahuktan ko ang tanan ni kanumpa ko di gyud ko mabuhi ang kinabuhi ko kani mo lang. Whoa, kani mo lang. Whoa, kani mo. Ako ang dalampan, ako imong tamin o ginagiban, duyuning tanan. Ug kung way klaro man ang kalibutan, ug di ko magduha-duha og kung mahulog ka andam kung mahulog uban bisag asa tadalon dining panahon. Ipanumpa ko di ka biyaan ug pagahuktan ko ang tanan. Ipanumpa ko di gyud ko mabuhi ang kinabuhi ko kani mo lang. Whoa, whoa, kani mo lang. Whoa, whoa, kani mo. Ipanumpa ko, di ka biyaan. 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 O pagahuktan ko ang tanan. Ipanumpa ko, di gyud ko mabuhi ang kinabuhi ko kani mo lang. Whoa, whoa, kani mo lang. Whoa, whoa, kani mo. Bayang baya, bayang baya, bayang baya, bayang baya, bayang baya, bayang baya, Bayambaya bayuba, bayambaya, bayambaya bayuba.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Ralph Merced, daghang salamat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte to introduce our guest of honor.
May I request everyone to please stand? Daghang salamat. Mga kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a round of applause the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Sorry. I was not prepared for this. I thought that you'd be one of the well-meaning human beings would be here to witness the swearing in of mayor. Be that as it may, merong ginawa dito 3 pages. Pero dili ni ako. Dili ko ni trabaho. Trabaho na sa mga protocol ng babae. I-overtime man siguro nila kaya niabot mag 3 pages. Dahil well, anyway, I'm on the tail end of my presidency, and maybe if there is time, I'd like to unburden myself and would tell you about the true state of our nation. Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte, Davao City Vice Mayor and Mayor-elect Sebastian Duterte, and the rest of my family. You know, this is a very queer coincidence in history because garon ang presidente o ang vice-presidente sa Pilipinas, Duterte. Wa paman mo take off si Marcos sa iyang pagka-presidente. So until such time, I am the president, na may president-elect, swear naman siya. So the president and the vice president is si Duterte. So, kung sa may gusto nato, ako ang kunon tanan o ni anamang kita kompleto na. So, kamong mga pulis o military o sa may unahuna ninyo. Davao City 2nd District, Congressman Vincent Garcia. Davao City 3rd District, Congressman Isidro Ungab. Marino Party List Congressman Sandro Gonzales, Davao City newly elected officials, kauban ako sa gobyerno, ug ang mga bisita ug atong mga kaigsuonan. Ang wa nga ri sa greeting ang butugain si Congressman-elect Paulo Duterte. Og makita ninyo siya karon, ingna siya nga nangita ang iyang papa kaniya. I am delighted to be with you here today for the oath-taking of our city's newly elected local government officials and members of the House of Representatives. Congratulations to each of you for winning the May 2022 local elections, and thank you for taking on the challenge of serving our kababayans with competence, honesty, and integrity. Sa tinuod lang, magsigway lang ko. Total mahumanta alas 5 na apay oras pag-uli ninyo. Of recent memory, wala na tong mga konsihal nga kusog ng nigbas, and that was my worry actually of the 6 years of this 23 years na mayor ko. A good part of it was really just how to handle corruption. Muna akong isulti ninyo, mapoy akong isulti sa Manila. Corruption is endemic. It cannot be stopped, but it can be minimized. Ug naay tao moingon karon undangon niya ang corruption sa Pilipinas, hinambugiro na. Istorya lang na. Because it's very hard, really, to stop the corrosive effect of money upon the person. Gusto lang kong mahibaw mo, karoon na lang pong panahon na ako maka-istorya, maybe the last political speech that I would make to the city is that akong giingon ninyo, nagkandidato pa ko, nga ang corruption kanang sa customs, sa BIR, do obnoxious, nay, despicable, dili sinsilyo lang na, timan-in ninyo, sinsilyo lang na. During the campaign, we had a limited time to talk, and the next time that you are a candidate, you are invited to do that. Tama si Marcos, decline. Para sa mga mukwarta lang na mga sponsor na idaghang mutanaw, so it earns money for them at your expense sometimes. Katong presidential debates namo, we were only given half a minute or 1 minute, and that's it. You cannot even to talk further. So, magdali kagyod, and it was for show. So ako, I limited my speeches in the different debates. Ako lang bala-bala, so that most of the time, invariably, I do not consume my time given me. Ang problema diha kay mga dato lang yun. Now, tell me what? Kanang ingon nilang pangwarta sa custom, sa BIR, kaning pangkil-kil diha rin. Wala na. I've been telling you, because I've been a mayor and a congressman, nga ang korupsyon, ang pinakamalakas na korupsyon sa itaas. I've been telling you ever since that the corruption in the Philippines is very lucrative up dito gyud sa taas. That is why I would like to thank God for giving me enough life to be able to reach the presidency and say something about the state, the sad state of affair. Tuas sa taas ang korupsyon. Ginaliman mo, I will distribute. I just don't have, I don't know if Bong has, si Senator Bongo, na apa ba siya kopya. You know, kaning tubig sa west, kang Ayala, Manila Water, kaning usa may nilad ba ni kang basta sa duha na kung Pangilinan. I have nothing against them personally. Pero kanang tubig for so many years gigunita na nila. And the contract of our water gipanghatag ngadto kang Ayala o kang Pangilinan. Ang problema diha, ang atong government regulator unta mo'y magbuot o kano sa tasan o kano sa move-an to decrease or increase the prices of water, sila'y nagbuot. And to think that they were just distributor of water in Manila. They kausang, there was a time, there was a artificial shortage of water. Ayaw nila yung bunganga ko, pero pinuputang ina ko talaga sa kanila. Sabi ko, pagdating ko bukas, ugway mo agas na tubig da sa gripo, tamparuson tamuntanan. Ganon kahugaw ang Manila. I tried to stop it. But ang aking kano is just kutob lang ko sa mo istorya. I will just have this photo para muna ni ako doon. Ni atanan. Concession of waters renewed and renewed and renewed and renewed forever. Pero kani sila, kunyari, na sila foundation, tapang sila sa mga pobre, mga estudyante. That is to atone for their sins. Kaning mga dokumento akong gina-simplified naman eh. Masabtanan ninyo. And to think nga kaning distributor, anak ka nang, sila'y magbuot o kano sa... And that is contained in a contract that was signed by these two companies with government outside of the Republic of the Philippines. I think it was signed in Malaysia. Nga ang ari mabasa ninyo, nga og maagakansi sila, Idot lang kay kabalikas ko ang tagtubig. Mingon sila sa ako, kasi si Duterte bastos ug baba. Putang ina, bastos ug baba. Kaya tanawa ang ilang gibuhat sa akong nasod. So, mabasa na lang, kindly print this. I would like to, I was once a presiding officer dire. Ang iyoon tamog usab nga i-print ninyo and give it to the people. Naa sa bill sa resibo sa tubig sa Manila, water enhancement fee. Hibaw kag unsa na para daw na sa clean water treatment. Ang planta ana diha sa Harrison Plaza padung sa dagat. Pero limpyuhan una ang mga tubig sa mga tanan, bacteria, virus, anything that would spoil. It was placed there in the contract in 1957. Pila na katuig, wala giusak yun katubo nga nabutang diha sa water treatment, and there is no water treatment at all. Wala. And they have been collecting that money from the people, and until now, no reimbursement or return of the money has been made. Anak kahangol ng mga dato. And that is why when I went to go on an expose, Ayala, in the front pages of the national dailies, apologized to me. Then followed by Pangilinan. Ngano mangayo man silang pasaylo? And I told them, why? Ako, bakit sa akin? I never owned. It is owned by the people. You owe an apology dito sa mga tao nga inyong gikawatan, inyong gimaniobra to make it legal. Kanang ABS, anak ka ng putang ina ninyo. You were all the years enjoying the patronage because you were close to the powers that be. May na lang kay wa gumudawat sa inyong tabang sa ako. I kept a distance. Just like Lucio Tan, who had an obligation of 10 billion, wa gid niya mabayad pila na ka presidente. So, pag-abot na ako, giingnan ako sila. I will give you just 3 days. Make some reparations or I will close all of you. Kamong water, they were threatening to close it. Giingnan ta mo. That was the time that I told them, you do that, I will declare martial law. Kuhaon ako tanan inyong propiedad. And I will ask the armed forces to operate sa tubig. Sundalo ka mao man na. Muna ako. ABS-CBN never paid taxes. Ang ilang property, isa ilang torrents title. Ang nakabutang lang ato, and they have been paid, they paid for nga ang naangat to sa kuan, ang ABS-CBN compound was 4 something hectares. Pero if you would look at ABS, it's really a block dire usagod ka bloke dan. And yet, every time they pay the property tax, kadtong gigamit nilang spurious owned by the spouses, maybe many years ago, that was separated from the mother title, moto ilang nakuha, moto ilang ginabayran. Anak kakawatan ang ABS-CBN. Kaya tinira ko talaga sila. Talagang, well, I use the presidential powers to tell Congress that you are dealing with scoundrels, and if you continue to kowtow with them, kawawa ang Pilipino. Yung Maylong is in Makati. Katumurag junkyard sa PNR. Excuse me. Pila katuig gi-occupy sa mga Prieto. Kanang tag-iya sa Mr. Donut. And even ang Mr. Donut na ay utang sa gobyernong so many millions. Wa na nila bayri hantod karon. Og ang gikita sa Maylong kay ilang mang gibutang umatindahan, ang kita ni ana, what was earned by the land of its use, ilang gibulsawa nila bayri. Muna sila Prieto, muna sila. Munang inquirer kuso kay mga taki. That's the reason. Kaya magkagulo ang Pilipinas, moabot na sa panahon ni ana, og naapa ko, firing squad tamon tanan. I-firing squad tamon tanan. I will give you the ultimate dose of your anak franchise kanang nailinya na amang yo'y gwapong linya sa nahibaw ang mga engineers ana na linya nga gwapo nga diha choice dire kay mo daghag maabot. Alam mo, it's given free so long as you have the bona fide intention of setting up a network, radio, whatever, okay lang yan. It was given free, pero katunang daghan nang i-apply because I was so, to use the word, despondent over itong mga smart sa dugay, sa daghang charges. Gingnan ako nga naapay usan. There's one coming up. And there's another one coming up. I hope that it would really be spread para competitive